That's your question. Separation of the race. Let's go to Malachi. Let's start at verse 11. We're in Malachi chapter 2, verse 11. The brother's question is, does the Bible teach separation of the races? Let's see. I'm not even going to answer. I'm going to let the Bible talk. Then you're going to have the answer. All praise. Malachi chapter 2, verse 11. Judah hath dealt treacherously. Judah has dealt treacherously, and an abomination is committed in Israel and in Jerusalem. For Judah hath profaned the holiness of the Lord, which he loved, and hath married the daughter of a strange god. How did Judah profane the holiness of the Lord? And hath married the daughter of a strange god. Go ahead. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this. The Lord will cut off the man that marries the daughter of a strange god. The master and the scholar. He don't care how great you are, the master or the scholar, because many of our people, the Israelites, they become masters and scholars. And what do they do, brother? Who do they marry? They marry the daughter of a strange god, a white woman. That's what they do. Read it again. The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this, the master and the scholar, out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offereth an offering unto the Lord of hosts. And this have you done again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears, with weeping. Right, they sit in church talking about, I love the Lord, I love the Lord. But the Lord said, no, your first sin was you married the daughter of a strange god, meaning you went to another race and married a woman. Go ahead. And this have you done again, covering the altar of the Lord with tears, with weeping, and with crying out, insomuch that he regardeth not the offering any more, or receiveth it with goodwill at your hand. Yet you say, wherefore? Because the Lord hath been witness between thee and the wife of thy youth. The Lord has been witness between us and the wives of our youth, against whom thou hast dealt treacherously. Yet is she thy companion, and thy wife of thy covenant. Yet is the Israelite woman your companion and the wife of the covenant. That's what the Bible says. So now, go to Tobit. Give me the one in Tobit about your race. Here it goes. Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Listen good. Beware of all. Verse 13. Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them. It says, don't despise your people in not taking a wife of them. You heard that? So does that answer our question about should we marry other races? The sister looks concerned again over there. The Bible says marry the children of your race. Did y'all hear that? That's what the Bible says. The Creator. Come on with your next question.
Next question.
I need you to listen when we go give you the answer.
I'm listening.
Okay, brother. All right.
I'm listening. Okay. So that interpretation.
With that interpretation. Wait. So you mean there's another interpretation of that? You mean somebody else could interpret that differently? Okay. Okay. Let's read. I want to read this real quick. Stay right there. He said with that interpretation, meaning that you could possibly interpret how you want to interpret. Let's see. Let's go to Nehemiah. Call it and read it. Nehemiah chapter 13, verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them. And Nehemiah contended with the Israelites that had married the women of the other nations. And I contended with them and cursed them. And what? And cursed them. He cursed them and smote certain of them and smacked some of them upside the head and plucked off their hair and made them swear by God, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Now you can't interpret that differently.
Well, these other women, white women.
Yeah, it said it named them. Let's read on. Let's read on. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? So it's a sin to do that. Because it says even Solomon sinned by doing that. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Even him did outlandish women, meaning women of other nations, cause Solomon to sin? One more verse.
Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives?
And marrying strange gods. Now that's self-explanatory. Yes.
Meaning white women.
That's right. White women, Chinese women. The Bible is against that. And that's not, guess what? The churches don't teach that. Come. Can you hear what he said? No. Nobody hear what you said. Elijah
Muhammad said that the white man is the devil, and I believe it.
Okay. He said Elijah Muhammad said, you said the white man is the devil. Is a devil. And he believes them. Now, how did we get on that topic? But since you brought it up, let's deal with it. Oh, because when we talk about being a white man's fault. You talk about the white man. Revelation 2:9. I'm going to let the Bible speak. I never want to speak off the top of my head. I'll let the Bible speak. And get your questions ready. Revelation 2:9. Come on.
Revelations 2 verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Do you understand that, sis? I want to make sure now, since you say you understand that, I know you weren't listening. You weren't listening, right? What does that mean? What does it mean? Read it again. We're going to read it again just for you. Shalom, sis. How are you?
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
This is Christ speaking to the Israelites.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Remember your question earlier. Say it, read it again, but I know.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Now that's self-explanatory, right? I don't have to infringe upon that. I don't have to elaborate on that. You understand that, right? So your question earlier was, what's the difference between the Israelites and Jewish people? That hits it right on the head. Christ gave us the answer. I know the blasphemy of those that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And that's also dealing with what the brother had said a few minutes ago. So now, questions? Questions. Yes. We love questions.
There about the Trinity, and do the Israelites believe in the Trinity?
The Holy Trinity? No. When the Bible talks about the Trinity, it's not talking about that.
Because to believe in Jesus, to follow him, and to worship him is two different things.
We don't worship Christ.
I mean, this is what I think personally, but other people do differently, and they pray to Jesus, and not to pray to the Father that way.
Right, you're not supposed to do that.
When the Bible says we're all made in his image, and he was, yes, his children, but we are all his children.
When you say we are all his children, what do you mean?
The Israelites, we are his children, we are made in his image, but the Christians differentiate Jesus that, yes, he was chosen, and he is the Son of God, but we are the children of God also. And they worship him, and I don't understand how can they worship him and, follow him and then worship the Father.
Right. Let's read some scriptures on that. Get Matthew 6 and 9, the Lord's Prayer. And you know what? Christians are, I got to find a nice word to describe them. Because I was a Christian. I was talking about me. That way I don't hurt nobody's feelings. As a Christian, I was so dumb. So dumb. See, now I can say it like that because I'm talking about myself. Why? Because I knew the Lord's Prayer. Matthew 6 and 9.
After this manner, therefore, pray ye. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Christ is teaching the Israelites how to pray. Christ did he say, pray to me? What did Christ say? Say it again.
Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
The beginning of your prayer, he says, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. So now, 1 Corinthians 11, verse 3, the order of the heavens. Let's get the order of the heavens. Because the sister says she doesn't understand Christians when they worship Christ. Yes, you and your husband. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ
Is God. And the head of Christ is God. This is in the New Testament.